All right. Well, hey everybody. I'm Dr. Rocky Mike Tran, and welcome to my homeschool. Welcome to my last day of homeschool concert live in 2026, music live. Excuse me. And I am pleased to present tonight's music show. So I have Put It There, Pal, True Love, The Very Thought of You, If I Had My Way, I'll Be Seeing You, and Thanks for the Memory. That's the music. That's the music show for tonight, there, soldiers. So before we begin, if you haven't if you haven't if you haven't liked this video, please do so, and share it so that other people can find uh, tonight's show. So don't go away, everybody, and we'll begin. So stick around, folks. Don't go away.
Funding for this program is provided by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you for your support.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Rocky Mike Tran, and good evening here. Welcome to my last day of homeschool concert, live music in 2026, or should I say live in 2026? I don't know. I am pleased to present tonight's music show. I am pleased to present tonight's music show. So I have Put It There, Pal, True Love, The Very Thought of You, If I Had My Way, I'll Be Seeing You, and Thanks for the Memory. 6 songs. And and that's the music show for tonight. And let me say hello to people who are watching now. Keegan Scott is here. Hey there. And Jordan Knight, looking good, buddy. He says looking good. Thank you so much. Great compliment here. And I see Caleb Babbitt. Hello, Nathaniel. Yeah, never have I seen you all in ages. It is great to see you. Great to see you. And by the way, if you haven't liked this video, uh, please do so, and feel free to share this video so that other people can find tonight's music show. And thank you for coming this evening. Thank you all for accepting my invitation this evening. Thank you so much. So put on your tactical uniforms, put on your black gloves, bulletproof vests, elbow knee pads, and did I say gloves? Your gloves, and put on your helmet and goggles. And let's jump into a helicopter and begin the show. Let's get started. I don't care where I'm going, just as long as I'm with you. Put it there, pal. Put it there. I'll be just like your horses, and I'll stick to you like glue. Put it there, pal. Put it there. I'm glad you're fooling Pepsodent, stealing all that cash. I hear your show on Thursday. What a lot of eggs you smash. But at least I don't depend upon Clonus big mustache. You're faithful and you're fair. Put it there. I've got something in your voice so right for selling cheese. Put it there, pal. Put it there. You know, I think your jokes are great. It's just folks are hard to please. Put it there, pal. Put it there. Your face could make a fortune, just your nose should make a lot. I like the way you wear those golly color shirts you've got. The only time the rainbow ever covered up a pot. You're such a perfect square. Oh, yeah, 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 right there, 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 right there.
Big crowd we got here.
Big crowd, yep. You got
Shall we dance? Well, I don't see why I wouldn't want to dance. I love to. You bet. What a terrific idea. Okay, then let's do it.
my colleague, my crowley, my cohort, my friends, companions, confederates, chums to the end, like meat and potatoes or salt and tomatoes. Boy, what a blend! Don't put it in the paper, don't put it on the air, don't put it in your pipe, put it there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right. Anyway, thank you so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming this evening, and thank you so much for coming tonight. And let me not forget to introduce introduce myself as a presentation. Um, my name is Rocky Sun Tran, XUAN, and that's my that's my real middle name when I was born. Um, I'm from Vietnam, but I was born in Canada on November 3rd, 1999 at first. I was also born in Chatham Kent's Hospital and grew up in Wallaceburg. I lived I've lived there I've lived there for only 15 years. And in 2015, my family and I moved we moved to Chatham and have lived there for only once a year. And in 2016 we moved to Windsor, which is here. And because it's the best opportunity for my family and I to go to work. Um, so we're gonna be we're gonna be staying here forever. And I'm sure many of you are asking this question already. Rocky, are you still living in are you still living in Windsor? Yes, yes, I am. So once again, Windsor's the best opportunity, so we can get a job. Uh, I've been living in Windsor for almost a decade, and it's still 9 years, if you will, and and that is why we're staying here forever, my family and I. And next presentation. By the way, I almost forgot to say that I almost forgot to say this. Oh, never mind. I almost forgot to say this. So, for those of you watching watching this watching now, um, and okay, for those of you watching this live stream now who are new here, since I started live streaming in June of 2021, almost 5 years. Welcome to my homeschool. And for those of you who have been here before, welcome back. It's great to see you. And listening to music is my everyday activity, and I want to say that to you. I want to say that to you all, folks. I listen to Bing Crosby, Bob, his little brother, and the guy who has the same name, and the guy who has the same name as him is Bob Hope, and that's Bing's best friend, Danny Kaye, Dorothy Lamour, Johnny Mercer, Louis Armstrong or Louis Armstrong. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, and I do apologize if I pronounce his name wrong. I'll have to look at it later. And Billie Holiday. And last but not least is Nguyen Hung. He's a Vietnamese singer, and ever since I was a kid, I've watched him. I've watched him on Paris by Night, and I love him a lot. He's my favorite singer, and also and additionally, Nguyen Hung is is a Vietnamese singer. Yeah, I think I've already said that. Um, yeah, I almost forgot to say he's a dancer and singer and dancer. Yeah, he he does them at the same time. So yeah, that's Min Hung, and he usually likes cha cha cha, tango, jive, and and many more. Lauren, are you taking any special requests for a song? Yeah, what? Yeah, what? I'm not sure what you mean, but oh, do you mean how many songs do I have? Is that what you're asking me? And Lauren asks, "A Wonderful World." Nope. So like I said, I have I have I have Put It There, Pal, True Love, The Very Thought of You, If I Had My Way, I'll Be Seeing You, and thanks for the memory. And she asked if I can sing A Wonderful World. Uh yeah, sure. Maybe later in the show. But I have to but I it's okay, Lord. Um but I have to warn you, it's yeah, it's called copyright. So maybe just look up on on YouTube after after I'm done live. So yeah, it's called copyright, and that's why that's why I mean yeah, yeah, for sure. I can't sing one wonderful world. Well, I don't know the lyrics, um but anyway, that's why I decided not to make a copyright. Yeah, it's against the law, and yeah, you know it very well. Yeah, and anyway, yeah. Thanks for the request, Lauren. Yeah, maybe I'll sing that song later. A Wonderful World. I see trees, the world. What a wonderful world. That's Louis Armstrong. Yeah, that's Louis Armstrong's voice for today. And Lauren, no worries. It's just maybe it's just a little bit of misunderstanding. It's okay. So yeah. So um, anyway, that's all about Win Hung. Um, additionally, I've watched Paris by Night since ever since I was a kid, and that's the music. That's the Vietnamese music show, entertainment, or music entertainment show, which started which started in 1983 and now is continuing. And so I am a I'm a professional singer. I've been performing for 3 or 4 years. Nowadays, I start I, nowadays I start recording my voice to make harmonies and vocal music, better known for a cappella. And Milo is here. Hello, good to see you. And and when I'm done, I usually go on music, or no, I usually go on Movie Maker to upload my voice recording and edit them perfectly. And now I'm a music editor. And how cool is that? How cool is that? And talk about schools. Um, I've graduated from I don't want to say, but I've graduated from Assumption College Catholic High School in 2018. I attended St. Clair College in 2019 and have taken CI CICE program, uh, better known as Community Integration through Cooperative Education. Additionally, I've taken culinary and bakery arts until COVID-19 arrived in 2020. Oh, excuse me, in 2020. While the coronavirus was around that year, lately I decided to start homeschooling on my own, seriously, which was in late September. First of all, I want to say this: when I went on YouTube, uh, I clicked the search box and and wrote and wrote down learn English, or English class, whatever. Quickly enough, I found the channel called Learn English Class 101.com. So yeah, so go check that out if you haven't done so already. Yeah, just yeah, you can simply go on YouTube and search for learn English at English Class 101.com. And sorry for the advance, by the way, and about my voice too. It happens every year while I start live streaming. Um and anyway, thanks to thinking about homeschool, I decided it was time for me to do it. And never stop learning until I get enough. I've graduated from elementary homeschool in 2024, and I'm going to be graduating from I'm going to be graduating from secondary in 2028. And these are all about my schools. By the way, I've been homeschooling for over 5 years, almost 6 years actually. And now let's move along to interests and genres. Listening to music is what I already mentioned in the at the beginning. But let me say, jazz music is my favorite genre of all. Uh, if that's okay. Um, and don't ask why. And don't ask why, please. Um, and let me talk to you about my favorite video games. Um, I'm just trying to be quick, trying to be a little quick here. Yoshi's Story, Super Mario 64, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Bust a Move 2, Arcade Edition. That's N64. Xena Princess Warrior, N64. Wipeout 64. NBA Live 99, and N64. Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, also on N64. Mario Tennis 64. Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey, N64. Animal Crossing, my favorite video game of all. That's on Nintendo GameCube. And um, NHL 2K6 on Xbox, the original one. SSX on Tour, snowboarding game, and which has the snowboarding game that has Mario and his brother Luigi and Princess Peach. James Bond 007 Nightfire, Xbox. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, GameCube. Mario Party 7, GameCube. And Super Mario 64 DS. Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart DS and Super Smash Bros. Melee. Also on GameCube. The next one is sports. All right, I want to talk to you about sports, and that's the next genre. Talk about baseball, basketball, and football and hockey. And let me talk to you about NBA teams. I like Boston Celtics, Chicago Bulls, Dallas Mavericks, and I think I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. Los Angeles Clippers, New York Knicks, Seattle SuperSonics, which doesn't exist anymore. Toronto Raptors, my favorite one of all, and Vancouver Grizzlies, which doesn't exist either, and Washington Wizards. And I love them all because they're Americans. Toronto is not America. No, Toronto is Toronto's in Canada, and I know that Toronto, Ontario, and Canada. So just Boston, Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, or L.A. if I want, New York, Seattle, and Washington. Yeah, they're all American cities. And NHL teams, Toronto Maple Leafs. I love them. I love Toronto Maple Leafs, and that's my favorite team of all. My favorite team. Washington Capitals. Boston. No. Buffalo Sabres. Chicago. Oh no. Calgary Flames. Chicago Blackhawks. Edmonton Oilers. Los Angeles Kings. Montreal Canadiens, New York Rangers, and Ottawa Senators, and lastly, Seattle Kraken. And talk about MLB, baseball team, and Toronto Blue Jays, Washington Nationals, Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Yankees, and Seattle Mariners. And let me not forget to say Texas Rangers because I'm related to Clay this from The Simpsons and Ernest P. Worrell. Know what I mean? All right. NFL, Buffalo Bills, Chicago Bears, Los Angeles Rams, New York Giants, Seattle Seahawks, um, Washington Commanders, and Toronto, and as a bonus, Toronto Argonauts. And yeah, I'm not sure Toronto Argonauts is in the NFL team. No. Um, and and I want to talk to you about TV shows. And and my 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 favorite TV shows are Teletubbies, Barney and Friends, Sesame Street, Blue's Clues, Arthur, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Dragon Tales, Little Bear, Between the Lions, Little Lulu, Zaboomafoo, and Zoom. These are all my favorites. I also love I also love I also love PBS Kids, Nick Jr., Noggin, Treehouse, and so on. And these bring me back to my old school, and it makes me go I want to move back to Wallaceburg. Yeah, truly I wish to move back to Wallaceburg. However, my mom doesn't think my family and I can go to work if we move back there, and and that's why we're staying in Windsor, and I'll talk about that later in the show. But let's move along to talking about movies. Barney's Great Adventure, Elmo Saves Christmas, Teletubbies, Funny Day, Nursery Rhymes, Big Hug, Favorite Things, and that's four movies from Teletubbies. The Little Bear movie, Hans Christian Andersen, 1952. Road to Belly with Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, and Dorothy Lamour, 1952. I'm not sure. Um, Madagascar, Escape to Africa, Shrek the Third, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, Never Say Die, 1939. Started with Bob Hope. Um, Caught in the Draft, 1941, with Bob Hope and Dorothy Lamour. Seven Little Boys, Bob Hope, and Ernest Goes to Jail. I love that movie, and I love the movies where where it has where it has two Ernests, but there's spoil sport spoiler alert. There's there's Felix Nash, who looks like Ernest, and then Ernest P. Worrell. I love those guys, and they they look like twins, but they're not. So anyway, these are all things about myself. But wait, um, yeah, let me talk to you about Mike, my favorite middle name. I love Mike because because I'm related to to the voice of I'm related to Microsoft Mike, the voice of text to speech, and TTS for short. And yeah, go have a look on the search box and write down Microsoft Mike if you never heard of him. And yeah, just yeah, go do it yourself and help yourself, and then you know. And I know that I know that Mike is not my real name. It's just that of course I can pretend. You know, it's just that yeah, I love Mike so much, and and I've had that for over for over a decade, and that and what I mean is 11 years ago in in 2015. Yeah, I love Mike for short. You know, longer I don't know, like for Mike. Yeah, Michael is a longer name, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, yeah, that's why I love the word Mike. And yeah, I've had it for over a decade. Yeah. So anyway, these are all things about myself, and thank you so much. I am pleased to present this song, "True Love," song by Bing Crosby. Enjoy. Suntan, wind blown, honeymooners at last alone, feeling far apart. Oh, how lucky we are. While I give to you and you give to me, true love, so on and on it'll always be. True love, for you and I have a guardian angel on high, with nothing to do but to give to you and you to give to me. Love forever true. For you and I have a guardian angel on high, with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me. Love forever true. Love forever Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And next is The Very Thought of You. The very thought of you, and I forget to do those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go until I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you. My love, the very thought of you, and I forget to do those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go until I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.